Hi Jakub, thanks for joining me today. It's great to have you here. As a software engineer with such a diverse range of experience, I'm excited to dive into your journey. But first tell me, what's been one of the most rewarding moments for you at Merapar so far?
Well, I can't really point out any single moment. There was many of them, and I think each one of those moments was the moment where I was able to crack a problem, solve some kind of challenge I was facing. So this is this rewarding thing that keeps you going in this industry. You face a problem, it seems so huge at the beginning, but then you start to dig in, crack through this, and finally the solution arises. That is this moment when you feel so satisfied, and I experienced it a couple of times here at Merapar at different projects.
Jakub, you're a senior software engineer in the UK Team Blue and also lead the Big Data AI Meetup. That's quite a mix. Can you describe your role and how it evolved within Merapar?
Right, so as the software engineer, I'm primarily working on the client's projects in a different roles actually. So I was working as the developer in the team, as a lead developer in the team. I was also working like a tech consultant. So there was a team, they have their own structure, but I was an external consultant helping them establish good practices. There are different ways to work in the consultancy company like Merapar. And when it comes to the AI meetup, I am responsible for facilitating those meetups, and occasionally, quite often actually, I do present my own topics on this. But I also host the meeting for the other people to present on topics that they were working with or interested in.
You've mentioned that you enjoy tackling diverse challenges in your project. What's been the most exciting part of working on such varied tasks?
The fact that you are constantly learning. This is such a diverse environment of problems and challenges that we are facing in our daily work, that you constantly need to learn something new. Say, when I joined Merapar, I was previously working mostly with the distributed systems, but very little with the cloud, and the Merapar is really an AWS shop, so a lot of cloud knowledge was needed. And I needed to learn that, and that was very, very rewarding and very exciting to learn all this new stuff, and I really enjoyed this.
You're not only a senior software engineer, but also play a key role in the Big Data Meetup. Can you describe why you are so proud of this and how you took ownership of this project?
So the story behind the meetup was I happened to be last year on the internal project at Merapar with Klaus, and we were discovering and exploring what we could do to the company with the large language models. And it happened that we were working on this, and the meetup at this time was run by Paul Stallard, and he invited us to present on the wide audience what we found and what we researched, right? But Paul was retiring basically. So because I was around and was close to these meetups after presenting a couple of times, he asked me to continue continue leading this meetup, and I agreed. So that's how I ended being there. So what we are doing at this meetup, we are discussing various topics, what's new in the AI, but also how we solve with this. But recently, and most importantly, we explore what we can do to ourselves as the software company to make our productivity bigger. Focus on actually solving problems, not coding, because coding can be done with AI nowadays.
Jakub, from your perspective, what do you find as the added value of working at Merapar?
Constantly learning. That's the most valuable thing, I would say, because all projects that we join, they are very diverse, and each one has different challenges. So effectively, each time you learn something new. For me, it's probably the most important factor of work satisfaction, I believe.
You also mentioned the importance of continuous growth. Can you elaborate on how Merapar's culture supports that growth in both personal and professional terms?
So first and foremost, I think it's the fact that Merapar presents you as the employee with very diverse challenges. That's the most important factor here, that it kind of encourages growth, because each engagement you have, it usually requires you to learn something new. And then for this learning, we have all means necessary provided, like courses, books, certifications. So this kind of tandem of providing positive challenge and means to achieve this is making people grow here.
So take a look at that photo. Can you describe what you remember from that moment?
So this is me and my daughter. I work from home mostly, and when my daughter was born, I really appreciated this work-life balance that Merapar provides. First and foremost, I get like a ton of congratulations and warm words from all the team, but also, you know, when you are a young parent, there is a whole new set of problems you need to deal along with the usual problems at work. And I really appreciate the way I was able to balance that.
You mentioned earlier how colleagues have played an important role in your development. Can you share some examples of colleagues that influenced your professional path?
One that stands out the most probably is Chris Perkinshaw. When I joined Merapar, I immediately was assigned to a project, to a client's project. And I was very new to all of this. I was new to the company, new to the tech stack we were using, new to the project, and new to the consulting work, because I used to work in a product companies. So she showed me by example how we as the expert consultants are supposed to bring value to the customers, and I appreciate that the most. She really shaped our mindset in the team, how we are supposed to work to bring great value to customers.
Is there a particular achievement or project that you are really proud of during your time here?
Well, I'm proud of most of them, but the initiative of AI Meetup is probably the thing I'm the most proud of.
Jakub, with your experience, how do you see AI and machine learning reshaping the cloud technology landscape?
It is definitely gonna be a major change, but I don't think it will be a revolution. The AI is going to offload us, the software engineers, from the burden of writing code, but not from the burden of designing the system. So we, the engineers, will still be relevant, we will still be needed to solve the customer problems, but the AI will just make it easier for us, will let us focus on the actual problems, not on the daily mundane tasks, like writing this code, polishing these unit tests, dealing with simple little stupid bugs. That's what I hope the AI will solve for us.
Knowing this impact, where do you see the biggest opportunities or challenges for Merapar in the next 5 years?
So the value that we bring to the table is that we are able to understand and solve problems because of our talent and our expertise in the industries that we work in. The AI is not going to do this. The AI has a lot of knowledge and is good at outputting text in various ways, but it's not going to become a problem solver. So for us, we need to leverage this to help us become better problem solvers. Maybe offload the mundane stuff from us, like writing code. It can be done with AI, but designing code, designing solution, it is not.
With all those technologies and trends reshaping our industry, what skills do you think will be most crucial for our team to develop in the next years?
Definitely understanding the cloud solutions, definitely understanding the industry. And on top of that, we can't really tell how it's going to look like in 5 years. But what I know for sure, clients will still have problems. They will be still dealing with all kinds of challenges that we can solve, and we can solve them more efficiently if we leverage the AI to do this.
What is the one thing on top of your professional bucket list?
Well, I think I would really love to participate in a real classic machine learning project, like from the start to end, from getting the data, cleaning this up, doing the feature engineering, training the model, then deploying this and making this application out of it. I would love to do that.
What's the biggest challenge you've had to overcome, and what did you learn from it?
So when I joined, I was very new to the consulting industry and also new to the AWS, and Merapar, especially the UK branch, is really an AWS shop. So I needed to quickly catch up on this knowledge and quickly catch up on the different ways of working in a consulting company. But thanks to the team and the support from company, I was able to do this, and actually this really rekindled my passion to learn new things in software engineering.
If you were to write a book about your life at Merapar, what should it be titled and why?
Oh, I don't know. I'm terrible at giving titles. When you speak with software engineer, that's probably the greatest struggle of our trade, to give names to things.
Outside of technology and work, what are the passions that drive you and how do they influence your professional life?
Well, I am very interested in all kinds of technology, not only the software engineering. So I'm doing software engineering because it's easier than other branches of engineering. You just need a computer and type the code to do the software engineering. While, for instance, if you're a civil engineer, you need to actually build houses or buildings. But I'm really passionate about all the branches, about the technology, about trains, planes, buildings, everything technical that passionates me. I'm Jakub, and I'm software engineer at Merapar.